Most humans think their internet is managed by tech companies. They imagine blinking servers in dark basements, tired interns in hoodies, endless algorithm updates. What they don't know is it's all outsourced. Far away, like light years away. On a planet known as Ortani Prime, a corporate hub floating just beyond the Helix cluster, stands a multinational, multi-species corporation. We are H.E.L.P, Hyper-Efficiency Logic Processing, the galaxy's leading provider of intergalactic customer service. And yes, we're the ones handling human queries, from the weather in Winnipeg to emotional support breakups at 3 a.m. at speed, with precision and sometimes with snacks. And today, we're hiring. Welcome to H.E.L.P, where burnout is optimized, sarcasm is an official dialect, and yes, the coffee machine is sentient. As the company's new hire specialist, I'm responsible for onboarding new recruits. And today's orientation, well, it's urgent. The board approved a mass hiring initiative across our 3 core departments. Request volume from one of our oldest, most chaotic clients, Earth, has spiked to critical levels. Let's begin with the one at the top of the food chain. This is the comms unit, also known as the ChatGPT division. They handle direct dialogue with humans. Agents are trained to parse nuance, emotion, and poorly phrased prompts like, can you write this but also sad, but also not too sad, but more like a smart sad. One new agent once asked me, the human said, haha, okay. That's not actually okay, right? I nodded. Definitely not. That's emotional suppression wrapped in passive aggression. Add a sad emoji, but not the crying one. That's too strong. Use the single teardrop. To qualify, an agent must understand 35 emotional subtexts of the word fine. Type at 140 WPM with both empathy and existential dread. And most importantly, never underestimate a message that ends with a period. The comms unit taught me how to respond to a prompt that just said, hey. We turned it into a 5-minute pep talk, a poem, and a legally sound breakup letter. Apparently, that's standard. In training simulations, new agents must match each I'm fine to its correct emotional category. Rage, despair, or a polite breakdown. One trainee once whispered, wait, is this the I'm fine with the smiley or the one with no emoji? They were told, both. Now decode them blindfolded. Comms is chaos, but it's also connection. Somewhere between the sarcasm and the sighs, these agents hold the line, one awkward message at a time. Visual agents process 300 aesthetic dreams per minute. No one blinks. One day I overheard, new request, draw a bunny, but it's floating, sad, and also on fire, in the style of 80s anime. Another voice replied, do you want it in RGB despair or pastel heartbreak? Management hasn't noticed, yet one agent started signing their work like a human. There's a text-to-speech bot here that's replayed the line, don't leave me 62 times trying to nail the tone between vulnerability and melodrama. And then there's the nuanced decoding initiative. An agent once charted the emotional difference between no way and no way across 4 zodiac sign profiles. A more fragile case. One image agent froze after a requester resubmitted the same prompt 12 times, each time whispering, almost, but make it sadder. The agent now only draws in shades of blue. We started a program called Care for Voice, a wellness and tuning protocol that includes decompression breaks, exposure to neutral scripts, and a playlist titled, Not Everything Has to Be a Crisis. Sometimes the department gets a visit from the bunny illustrator union rep, a burnt-out, bitter creative who chain sips carrot espresso and mutters things like, back in my day, bunnies meant something. They usually storm out mumbling about artistic integrity. Navigation intelligence handles routes, yes. But they also filter emotional landmines, steering humans around X's, bad memories, and awkward run-ins with former thesis advisors. It's not just maps, it's trauma avoidance software. Each NavID agent must pass the emotional landmine sensitivity test, involving rerouting around 3 forms of heartbreak, 2 bad dates, and 1 mysterious silence. One particularly rogue agent rerouted a user asking for a Starbucks to a waterfall instead. Technically accurate. If you think abstractly about caffeine and serenity, they mean cliffs, or fog, or the kind of silence only pine trees know. Another swore to me that when a user says, "I just want to go somewhere quiet," they don't mean a coffee shop. NavID agents are issued prescription-grade glasses calibrated for micro-emotion detection in aerial photos, and a year's supply of ocular supplements. Burnout here tends to start in the eyes. They whisper joy in typos, hide grief in memes, and scream help by just sending LOL, the noise behind the words. The beautiful, ridiculous chaos of human communication. Humans say things they don't mean things they don't say, or Tiny Prime was built to process data. But we're really here to decode the mess beneath the message. And log, I think I found my people.